Good day, everybody. Kevin Hogan here, author of The Psychology of Persuasion, 20 other books translated into 41 languages worldwide. Great to have you with me today. Today, I also have with me you and my good friend Scott Bell over here. I've known Scott for 7 years. We've been hanging out together. He's one of the best sales trainers in the United States. He's been training heating and air conditioning guys for a long, long time, profitably, and he's one of those kind of guys that actually keeps track of the numbers to find out what's really going on, what works, what doesn't. And today, I was thinking, what would happen if we had Scott just give us an example of how you would sell something that's really not just a commodity, but a ridiculous commodity. Like, how would you get Scott to sell you a pen? So, if you will, Scott, I have a pen here, and this is I can't read it. It's a Sino pen, a unit ball something pen. I know nothing about pens. I'd like you to sell me this pen if you would. Would you
Sure,
do
fantastic.
that? Okay, great.
So Kevin, would you mind taking a look at this pen?
Sure.
What do you like about it?
It's got a funky, cool pearl top.
Okay.
It's got this thing here that makes it look like it costs money to put it together, the Sino thing, and it says 207 on there, which could actually mean something as if there's a 205 or a 202.
Yeah.
So it's like an engine size, right? Or it could mean something else. You've got you can hold it like that, which is nice. That's cool. And I'm not thrilled about the metal at the bottom here. It seems kind of big. That seems to be good, and if you don't mind, I'll just test it. It works.
Fantastic.
The more optimal point. So that's what I would comment on the pen.
What would you give me for it?
Let me think about that for a second.
All right.
How much would I want to part with for this? I think this is probably a good pen. If I were going to go to Target,
Okay.
I shop at different places than you do. If I were going to Target, I would probably pay $5 for this pen.
Sold.
Fortunately, I don't have my wallet out.
That's okay.
Okay, so there you go. That's what I would do, yeah.
So can I discuss why most salespeople get that mistake and make the mistake?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what normally happens. A sales guy walks up to a person and says, I have a widget, a gizmo, a product, a service, and throws up all over them and gives them all sorts of information about it. And the key to sales is really asking questions. So Fred Herman was really the guy who did this on the Carson show. And Carson said, hey, you're a great salesman, what do you got? And he
Are you talking Carson Daly or Johnny Carson?
Johnny Carson, I'm
Johnny
sorry.
Carson,
Johnny
okay.
Carson. And he says, here's an ashtray, and he went through the same types of questions. Now, when you had the pen, you were holding all the pain, you were holding all the problems, you were holding all the concern.
Right.
You shared with me what you liked, the things that you didn't like. I'm not trying to sell you at that point, you're selling yourself.
Right.
And so with that, all I have to ask is, what are you willing to pay? And so the mistake that salespeople make consistently is they go in and they have a preconceived notion of what they want to sell, and they have a preconceived sell amount.
And a script, right?
And a script. And so what happens is it ends up taking away from the sales process.
So basically what he's saying is that instead of going in with a script, you go in with curiosity and putting everything into the other person's hands, at least in a controlled fashion.
Yes, and sales is conversational, just like we're talking right now.
Yeah.
And the mistake that a lot of people make is when they're on a script, it's not conversational anymore. So, you're welcome. You can keep that pen. It'll be for free today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I need it today, too. Okay, so there you go. Hey, thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Bell, thanks for joining us today. And same time next time, we'll see you here. Thanks.